Hello everyone, I'm Tolly Carr. Welcome to This Week in the SIAC. Some big out-of-conference football games highlighted week one, and none was bigger than the Labor Day Classic. We had Miles visiting Alabama State, and it was a classic.
ASU and the Hornets welcoming Reggie Ruffin and the Golden Bears of Miles College to the Labor Day Classic. After this quick touchdown early on by Ryan Nettles for Alabama State, everyone afterward just got all defensive and stuff. Incontavious Floyd here wrangling Nettles to the ground. Nowhere to go for Nettles. Miles won't fool you as a passing team, only 35 yards passing on Saturday, but they will ground and pound. Dante Edwards tackling by the jersey, legs, hair, whatever you can get. He had 107 yards on the day, but the Golden Bears could not score any points in the first half. Okay, everybody, meeting at the quarterback in 3, 2, 1. Andre Ogletree in there. You got that tree part right. Ooh, that's a big front line. That Ryan Nettles, Jeremiah Hickson combination was working for Alabama State. Hickson, 8 catches, 92 yards on the day. Quarterback switch for Miles, Jalen Parker in. And again, that D-line laying the pressure on. Nothing kills a drive like giving the ball to the other team. Cameron Sneed gets his hand in there, rips it away from Gray, recovers the fumble for Miles. Dante Edwards might not have the top shelf speed, but he's a bruiser. A little baby Jerome Bettis out there. He rides the bus to a big first down. Jalen Parker follows that up with some ground beef of his own. He takes off unscathed down the field. He's ultimately jackknifed by Agent Zero, Ashard Davis, but it's still a first down. Then Parker with one of the biggest plays of the game, a 16-yard on-the-money touchdown to Marcus Lodge, who was backpedaling and then had to turn his body in time to catch the ball and hold off the defender, along with dragging the foot in the end zone. Oh, it's in there. Coach Ruffin, he might be thinking, I don't know, tied at 7, late fourth quarter? We might steal one for the SIAC. Late fourth quarter, Miles stuck deep in his own territory. Alabama State calling a timeout to save a few seconds on the clock, forcing the Golden Bears to punt. Can't run out the clock. A fair catch and a 54-yard attempt as time expires is no good. So we go to OT. A little reverse action saved for a time like this. Darius Trulio with a big first down. Parker doesn't get the score on this run, but let's try that one more again to the other side. And whoop, there it is. Parker for the score. The first lead of the game for Miles, 13-7 in overtime. Time for the routine extra point that's not so routine and gets blocked. Uh-oh, that changes things. Houston, we have liftoff. Ja'Cory Merritt takes off from the 2-yard line. Doesn't stick the landing, but he lands in the end zone, which is all that counts. If Alabama State can nail the PAT, then it's a walk-off win. A walk it out, a walk it out, a walk it out. That's what they do. The Hornets just barely, but a win is a win, and they get it in overtime over in-state rival Miles College.
I wanted to keep this game close, and I think we did that defensively, and offense kind of turned the clock a little bit. You know, we didn't score as much points we wanted, but when we scored when we had to and got back in the game, and I was proud of those guys. You know, first-time quarterbacks, we kind of shuffled some guys in there trying to get the rhythm of who's going to be establish the quarterback position with Claude and Jalen. But Jalen did a good job of coming back that second half, doing a good job quarterbacking. And, you know, we just haven't played in a while, the pandemic. You know, I'm proud of the guys. They didn't quit. They didn't give up.
All right, Benedict and Allen are neighbors in Columbia, but they haven't played football against one another since the 1960s. Bewitched, all that good stuff. Allen is back looking good early in the Carolinas Classic over the weekend. Allen pulled to within 13-6 in the second quarter to make a game of it, but Benedict scored 3 straight touchdowns between the end of the second quarter into the third, and the Chennis Berry era delayed but off to a bang with the 45-12 win over Allen. Okay, the rest of the SIAC scoreboard, Clark Atlanta down to the wire. Feel cold as time expires. 13-10 over Livingstone. Valdosta State big over Savannah State. UAPB holds off Lane. West Alabama all over Morehouse. And Fort Valley State, who saw this one coming? A shutout of Tuskegee. And on Thursday, this past Thursday, in case you missed it, Albany State over Mississippi College. Okay, on to the schedule for this weekend. We're going to kick it off with a big Thursday night matchup on ESPNU. Edward Waters University. Don't get it mixed up. EWU at Benedict. Thursday night, 8:30. All right, our Saturday schedule, West Alabama at Tuskegee. Lane in Atlanta at CAU. Livingstone at Savannah State. Little CIAA SIAC action there. Hey, more of that. Allen University at Johnson C. Smith. Miles, hey, they're going back to the SWAC, taking on Southern. Shorter at Albany State, and Morehouse, a big matchup at West Georgia. Well, it's still early in the volleyball season, but here's a look at those SIAC standings. The Morehouse cross country team competed in the Middle Georgia State University Cross Country Invitational. Now the team finished second overall, pretty good, and they had 2 runners finish in the top 10. Way to go there for Morehouse. The Benedict College men's cross country team, well, they opened up the 2021 season with a 5th place finish. They were competing in the CSU Buccaneer Invite, and Tuskegee University, hey, they're off to a start here. Cross-country team made their season debut Friday, competing against a handful of Division I schools. Some stiff competition at Auburn, Troy, Chattanooga, North Alabama, Jacksonville State, some SWAC teams. You had Alabama A&M, Alabama State in there. The Tigerettes, though, had 3 of its 5 runners log new personal records, and they finished 13th place in the 4K competition. All right, that's a look at this week in the SIAC. I'm Tolly Carr. Thanks for hanging out with us.